And it looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we all doing this fine Monday? How have we been doing? What have we been up to this weekend? You know, what has gone on? I've had quite a busy weekend. I've been doing stuff, mostly house stuff, but I've had a few very specific goals in mind. There's two major things that I want to do in the house. No, three major things. Um, I want to clear out. I have a sort of cupboard thing that's next to my front door, but it's a big enough space that I want to put a thing in it. So I'm working on clearing that out. I'm working on clearing out the living room so there's a lot more space so I can set up a desk in there that is going to be for basically for anyone to be able to sit down and do work in the living room if they feel like it. I basically want to expand my ability to do more work because I think I need it at the moment because things, they're up and down at the moment. As many of you know, if you've come to this stream a lot, recent times have been somewhat sketchy. There's good things, there's bad things. Everyone's been very helpful, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't not work to make sure that we go further into the future and better. And the other thing is, we need a new TV because not our living room TV is fine, the main one that we watch like shows on, but we have a bedroom TV, and for a while now, it's been a bit. And I don't want to get too technical for you, but basically, it's fucked. You can still see a picture on it, but when you look at it, it's really, really obvious that all the colors are like strangely blended, and it can really screw up. Like I've been playing Alan Wake 2 to get Mrs. Sick to sleep, so we need a bedroom TV because we use it to get Mrs. Sick to sleep, and it gives me a couple of hours of being able to actually play a game without feeling guilty about it. But we were playing Alan Wake 2, and one of the boss fights in it was freaking impossible because all the colors blended together. And so this enemy that was supposed to be relatively obvious was just a murky blob. And that's been increasingly more annoying. So eventually I figured out we had this thing at the end of our bed, and it was a box. I had no idea what was in it. The main reason I had no idea what was in it is because it was so covered in clothes. It was actually completely absurd. Layers deep in both my Mrs. Six and also a bunch of towels.
And mainly yours, though.
Mainly mine.
Because you don't have anywhere to put your clothes.
Because she has an actual set of drawers that I bought her, and I don't use it because it's full of her clothes. So my clothes just went on top of this thing. I have something that might function to store my clothes now. So we're going to move it to that. But I cleared it out. I got rid of the box. The box was full of unbelievable amounts of shit that I don't know why I kept it. Like, I know that I had this habit of keeping boxes of electronics in case they broke so I could send them back. Some of these electronics boxes were things that were like worth $5. I have no idea why I kept them for any length of time. These are things that are now I would get the box and I would just break it down and put it in the recycling. Yeah. And this really old pair of they're technically over-ear monitors, but they were really cheap. Like, incredibly fucking cheap. I think I got them for the kids because kids are kids and they destroy things. So I was like, these are really cheap. They can have what they want. Anyway, yeah. So I got rid of that. And the plan is now, the TV that we currently have is on the wall, and it's 55-inch, but it's, again, technical word, fucked. So we want to get a new one. I want to get a new one. She wants to get a new one as well. But I thought, I really don't want to. It's behind our desks. It's really fucking difficult to get at. And I was like, genius big brain thought, clear that goddamn box away and then buy a sort of standalone stand that you can tuck under the bed, which I found for reasonably cheap. And I'm going to stick that on there. Going to have to wait on actually getting the TV, at least until we've got a little bit of extra money in the bank. Waiting for like payday, We don't really like doing big purchases without payday. So unless one of you absolute mad lads decides to throw me a bunch of money, that's not going to happen until a little bit. Hint, hint. No, no. But yeah, so we're going to get a new TV. It's going to be right at the end of the bed, same size. But I did some maths, and it's basically going to be like we doubled the size of the TV, which is very funny. Why not attach the TV to the ceiling? Because that would be very challenging and difficult, and I am not handy. I am just not a handy person. Well, I say that. I am perfectly capable of doing DIY. I just don't like starting DIY because I always think, I'm going to fuck this up. There's no point. I'm going to screw it and it's going to be terrible. I have a pocket TV. I have portable handheld consoles, but when I'm in bed, I don't really want to be using a Steam Deck and also like vaguely pointing at Mrs. Sick. And it's also not powerful enough to play something like Alan Wake 2. So yeah, fish.
Can you get Epic games on the Steam Deck?
Technically, it's just slightly challenging, but yes, you can. DIY is fun. DIY is satisfying, but as an anxious dispositioned person, I find it incredibly stressful to start anything.
Sick doesn't like things that he think if it's a permanent thing.
If I can fuck it up,
it can cause permanent damage. He doesn't like starting
I'm not. Yeah, I really don't like it. But oh goody, I was being a lazy bum. Now I can be a lazy bum and listen to Sick. That is the way to do it. So yeah, gonna get the TV once we've got a little bit of money in play. We bought the stand because I needed to make sure the stand would actually fit under the bed, and it fits under the bed perfectly. So basically, yeah, moving the screen we currently have is what, 2 meters away from the end of the bed. So imagine 55 inches, but 2 meters closer. So it's going to be fucking huge at the end of the bed. It's going to be pretty awesome. And I'm looking forward to actually sorting that out. Whiskey stand included? No. I didn't get one with a stand on it because I also wanted to make as much space behind the bed. Because again, with this box that just turned into a big pile of clothes, I don't want anything that I will put stuff on to go there. It's like I thought about, I've cleared we had another one of these boxes. We had loads of them at one point. I bought a bunch of them because I wanted storage to put stuff away. And then stuff would go in them and then they'd be closed and then stuff would go on top of them. And that was the problem because once stuff went on top, you couldn't get anything out of it. That's why I like the shelves we have now, because with shelves, you're at least lowering the amount of piled up shit and you can actually look for things. So that should help, like, with certain projects I want to do.
You can always just have less stuff.
No, that's impossible. I don't know why you would even think that. Destroy it yourself furniture. Yeah, that's my fear. I am just horrified by my potential for incompetence. So I find it better not to do it. Thing is, basically what I'll do is I have friends who are more handy than me. I will give them takeaway and alcohol and other things and have them come and I help them do the thing for me. And that's worked out pretty well so far. Yeah. The thing is, very occasionally, I'll just have to do it myself. And it works fine. And it's not a big deal. But I'm not very good at starting it. It has to be necessity. Otherwise, I just won't. But with like building furniture, I'm not a problem. I built loads of furniture. I am perfectly happy to build furniture. It's just mostly making holes in walls. Making holes in walls is just my nightmare fuel, and I hate it so much. But yeah, anyway. So that's my thing. I've done I've done a lot of clearing away. I spent the last 3 weeks, every weekend, I've taken probably 2 or 3 like refuse sacks of stuff, at least, down to the bins outside, and then I have to wait for the bins to get taken away, and then I do it again. Well, damn, I'm still here now that I finally catch one of these. Sir Stick is Spoonstaff dead. Spoonstaff is on hiatus, but no other news other than that. Sick needs a stud finder. No. We live in a British house. All the walls are like big fucking firm concrete nonsense. Like, and one of the problems is they're incredibly difficult to drill into. And I don't have amazing equipment for that. But the other one is, it's not put the rubbish in other people's bins. Where we live in, we have shared bins basically, and so technically that's what I'm always doing. I could wander off and put them in the other buildings' bins, but I feel that that would make me much more of an asshole than just using my neighbour's bins.
Even though
somehow.
they do that with us.
Oh yeah, there's definitely one of the neighbours across the streets jumps out of their house and puts their fucking rubbish in our bins. Drives me goddamn crazy. I would like to find out if it's legal to own a paintball gun. I guess it probably is legal to own a paintball gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not legal to snipe people from your
No.
window with it. But they would deserve it. They would deserve it, is all I'm saying.
Depends how good of a shot you are and how far away you could do it.
I heard the original footage got erased during a PC upgrade thing, not all lost then. So the recordings of the D&D sessions were on a hard drive, and whether that hard drive like has the stuff on it is something I have I have very many lists of jobs of whether or not I can recover it. Who knows? I don't know. But it's on hiatus. It was going to be on hiatus anyway because Mrs. Sick wanted to start a new project that felt a little bit less stressful. The biggest problem with Spoonstaff is that it's a huge amount of work, and as much as we are entirely grateful for any of you who watch it, not a lot of people watch it. So it's just, for the amount of work it was, for the amount of stress it was, and the amount of stress she was putting on herself, it was definitely not worth it at the time. And Mrs. Sick's streaming channel's going really well, I would say. And she's having a good time, and she's beaten Dark Souls at least once. Oh, she's beaten all the Dark Souls games, actually.
Yeah.
She's crazy at this point. She's beaten Elden Ring, including its DLC. So if you want to check that out, if you want Mrs. Sick-based content, go watch that. And there's no me in that, apart from occasionally I'll access her account and start posting as if I'm her, because I think I'm funny. Paintballs to Hand's face. I'm not going to shoot Hands in the face. He's not fucking putting his rubbish in my bin. If anything, I'm sort of taking his rubbish and putting it in my own bin. Of course, not a lot of people watch it. Update stopped it. Not a lot of people watched it. Full stop. Like that's, like sorry, like it was good, but it didn't have as big a thing as I think it should. I think it's got the quality, but you know, whatever. I don't think stopping making it has anything to do with. I don't think you're thinking. Anyway, when do you plan on collaborating with Professor Plink again? Plan? I do not make such plans. But would I?
Plan.
Yes.
Sick likes other people to plan, and then to tell him what to do.
Not really. I don't like that either. I like to play it by ear.
You don't like being told what to do.
No.
Like, extensively, but you like some direction.
No, if someone asks me to right, you've misunderstood that concept of me massively. If someone asks me to do something, I like them to know what the fuck they're doing. That's what I like. If someone asks me to do something and then they're like, yeah, it's whatever, wee, that drives me fucking crazy. I hate that. So, no, it's not about, I don't like people telling me what to do most of the time. But if someone wants me to do something and then they're like, yeah, it's like, whatever, man, Jesus,
I
it drives
hate
me
it
nuts.
too. I like plans to be very detailed.
Yeah. I like answers. But, you know, it is what it is.
Did you help clean up after the mob as well? Yes, I did. Newsflash, Sir Six next video about neighbours who put rubbish in your bins with live footage. Live paintballing. No.
That's something that drives me crazy, actually. Let's all the things that drive me crazy today. um, Whenever a person I know, or not whenever, but often, when someone finds out what I do, like especially exactly what I do, the amount of people who've then asked me, they've gone, "Oh yeah, my neighbor is X. You should make a video on them." Or my family did Y. You should make a video on them. It's like, fuck off. A, that's not even remotely what I do. And B, how would that work? Like, in terms of what I do, have they made arguments to you? Have they sit there and told you this is how reality works? And therefore this nonsensical conclusion? No. Then shut the fuck up. Love how I get notified of the stream 14 minutes after it starts. I mean, and it's such an important stream. I mean, can you imagine not being here for this absolute gold star content all the time? No, clearly not. Do I know B.S. Lewis, severely underrated animator doing some of the fundy content as you? Check out his Christmas special and immediately want to collab. No, but B.S. Lewis is an amazing name. If that's supposed to be a reference, that's actually really good. The only people worse than ones who put their rubbish in your bins are the ones who put non-recyclable stuff in the recycling bins. That is very annoying, mostly for the fact of that, especially our council, will not take anything. Like, they are so fucking sensitive to things being wrong in there.
Oh, yeah.
And they just won't take it for fucking months.
They won't take it, which means that people just put rubbish outside the bins. Because they've got nowhere else to put it. And then they'll complain that there's rubbish outside the bins, so they can't take them.
The one that drives me even more crazy is, like, that'll happen, and then the main bins will get overfilled. So they'll stop taking them, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Just take... These are community bins. And they act like it's, like, my fault. Like, I did anything. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Am I actually supposed to dig through these fucking wankers' rubbish because they can't fucking follow simple rules? No, I don't fucking think so. That's ridiculous to expect. Especially when, like, the community bins are for a significant number of families. It just doesn't make any sense. I dare you to talk some shit against Islam right now. Islam is incorrect.
Ta-da.
Okay.
Jazz hands.
I don't know why anybody thinks that's like anything other than a very simple thing to do. Islam says silly things like fucking Muhammad flew up to the moon and was it like cut it in half or something stupid like that? It's a very, very... I mean, they're all silly religions. That one, I always think that the Quran reads like fan fiction for the Bible because it basically is.
It's just mythology.
Oh yeah, it's further mythology.
Everything has like mythical elements to it.
But you know when someone says this thing is real, and then there's stuff in it that's obviously nonsense, and you're like, are you sure? Oh. Flew up on a magical donkey and split the moon in half. Yeah. Which sounds like something out of a fucking anime. And to be honest, I'd watch that. Silly, incorrect. You have the law holding you back. UK soul is beaten. That's fucking nonsense, Mind Duck. Like, you are talking out of your ass? Well done. Like, that's just not true. I mean, if you believe everything on social media, then yeah, maybe you think that, but it's actually, yeah. You can say things. It's fine. Calm down. Magic carpet ride pizza. I can show you the pizza. Take fireworks out of Christmas crackers. Sorry.
Fireworks?
Take the fireworks out of... What kind of Christmas crackers are you buying, and where can I get them? Because they sound
Grandma,
fucking
the Christmas
amazing.
Cracker. Kaboom.
Fucking Roman candle out of it. You got to make sure you hold the right end, otherwise you are fucked. Yeah, sorry. Take you mean the snappers, the gunpowdery bits, but it's not a lot of gunpowder. Secure them under a bin lid so when they open it, it goes bang and scares them. I mean, that's a cute idea, but I think it should fire fireworks at them. You open the bin, that would be perfect. Sorry, Big Brother is on and the wife turned the volume up. I'm going to the bike shed. What? Say something blatantly disparaging about them, illegal for you, and then tell your local law folk to watch. Why? That's not something I do. And B, why would I then go tell people, what? You're such a dumb cunt. Fuck off. I'm not much for this. But when people are just ridiculous, they can fuck off. Jesus. What a nonsensical thing to say. He further went on to say, to prove my point, I don't care. Fuck off. Why do people think they can come to my chat and annoy me without getting fucking deleted? I don't know, but there you go. Mind duck, more like mind fucked. Mickey Mouse or Oswald the Lucky Rabbit? What the fuck is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit? That sounds vaguely familiar, but it also sounds made up. It sounds like something that exists in an alternate reality.
I don't know. I thought it was something kinky.
I had to test 1,000 of those cracker snaps when I worked at Standard Fireworks. Now, I imagine the first 10 were pretty fun. You're like, snap.
It's a Disney. Snap. It's a Disney character.
Snap. Snap. Okay. You get 20 in, you're like, okay, I've got the vibe of this. 100 in, you're like, I am fucking sick of these things. I never want to see another cracker in my goddamn life. I said fireworks because I don't think you two like the word. You two? You mean YouTube? Or do you think I don't like the word explosive? Because I love the word explosive. It's an explosive term. But you could say snapper, or the bang, the crack, the banger. I know that sounds more like a sex thing, but yeah. It just, firework is just so much stronger than explosive in that context because it's so much more specific. There's a Mr. Bean on Christmas snaps. Doesn't he get like absolutely tons of them?
Yeah, he does.
And he makes an explosion. Because people are people. People aren't people. The people are the worst. Terrible people are great. Oswald Rabbit was the precursor to Mickey Mouse. I see. So, I know what you mean now. Yeah. He kind of has Mickey Mouse's style, but he's got a big fucking ear, or at least 2 big ears. He's kind of creepy. Just a little bit creepy. As Creaky said, when life gives you melons, you might be dyslexic. Cute. Yeah. Oswald was Disney's first cartoon while he was working for Universal. Because of copyright issues, he lost the rights, leading to Mickey. Yeah, I think that worked out for the best because my mind image of Oswald, if I'm correct, is a little bit unsettling. Mickey is a lot more appealing as a character, and I don't know. There's something about the ears. I think it's the ears. It was almost as boring as testing 1,000 party poppers 3 times a year. Oh, God. Yeah, there's nothing quite like I've always had a deep concern. Certain jobs, people go, oh, you should do this because you like this element of it. I was like, no, I do that as a hobby. I like it as a hobby because I don't do it all the time. The other one I find completely crazy. The absolute most insane thing I think you can say to any human being or cosmic monster who likes animals. I've always quite liked animals. I've always had an affinity for cats and dogs and other things.
Not snakes though.
Not snakes for some reason. I don't hate them.
I adore snakes, but you're just like, no.
There's just something about them. Not a huge fan. I think it's more that I haven't been exposed to them enough. I think if I knew one and I had it on me, and I'd pretty okay with it, and then it'd bite me in the face and I'd hate it. But yeah, and then people go, "Oh, you like animals? You should be a vet." And to me, that always sounded like, "Oh, you like animals? You should cut them up and kill them, and put them down and shit." I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. That sounds like the worst fucking possible job. I think a person who hates animals should be a vet, because then not hate, indifferent. If you hate them, you're probably going to be, you probably do something fucked up. But being indifferent to animals, I feel like that's probably the better place to be. Don't kill your love as a hobby. I mean, yeah.
Why don't you be a human surgeon then?
Human surgeon?
Yeah.
I'm not indifferent to humans. I would just crush them all with a hammer.
God.
And I don't mean like a normal hammer. I would get a hammer that had would be lifted up and then it would just fall down and just completely obliterate.
Like an anvil.
But it's shaped like a hammer. Yeah, more or less. Bonfire night. Just tip all the fireworks in the public fire and run. Do not try this at home. No, you wouldn't be at home. You'd be at the fireworks place. Do it at the fireworks factory and you're in for a big surprise. Probably being arrested. I never got my head round Goofy taking Pluto for a walk. It's a dog walking a dog on a chain. There's this thing I heard this explanation for why the Disney animals and the Disney anthropomorphized people are not the same. And it's if you walk on four legs and you don't speak, which sounds all well and good until you can think about it like, are they just disabled? Goofy. Are you keeping disabled people as pets? That's really fucked up. What are you doing?
Goofy is not a dog, though.
Goofy is a dog?
No.
I'm pretty sure Goofy is a dog.
It's not a dog.
Is he?
Pluto is a dog.
Pluto, the dog, is a dog. Yeah.
Goofy's not a dog. He's like a...
Goofy is a dog.
No.
Goofy is a canine. But the character's longtime voice actor, Bill Farmer, and other sources state that he's not a dog, the same way that Pluto is. So he is a dog.
He's not a dog.
He's not a dog, but he's a dog. What a useful piece of information. Yeah, anthropomorphic dog.
Yeah,
he's not a dog
not
like...
a dog.
He is a dog. He's a canine.
He's a man dog.
He's a mog. Oh no, he's a cat. I was always confused by Ren and Stimpy, and I think Ren and Stimpy knew that it was confusing. That Ren is a dog and Stimpy is a cat. Because I always knew that one of them was a cat and one of them was a dog, but I thought it was the other way around. No, and the show plays into that when Stimpy joins the dog society and Ren can't get in. Because Ren is a Chihuahua, I believe.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what kind of cat Stimpy's supposed to be. But yeah. Goofy is dog. Cat dog. What is cat dog? I know cat dog is a cat dog. But if you were to have to write it down on a piece of paper...
It's an Oromyamus.
An Oromyamus. And which one shits?
Both of them.
Out of their... Or they have like a belly button in the middle.
They sweat it out.
Oh my god. Like even shit. Like, well, it's... but I always imagine double-ended animals just have like a belly button in the middle where they crap from. And I don't know if that's awful or... Yeah. Helmut is a really common German hernia. Helmut is a common German first name, just not for dogs. I don't... Is there a joke there that I'm not getting? I named my cat Ren. Then you are a cruel, cruel person. Especially if you did it knowingly. Pancake feces? I'm sorry, what? No. Canine covers a whole family of dogs. Yes. Robot dogs, specifically. Two Stupid Dogs was better than Cat Dog. I can't remember Two Stupid Dogs. I remember the Two Stupid Dogs. Two Stupid Dogs. But I can't remember the show at all. I always liked Angry Beavers. Angry Beavers is still funny. I watched a little bit of Angry Beavers relatively recently.
I'm showing him artwork,
oh shit,
so he
it's
remembers.
Actually quite funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, there you go.
Ball. Food. Yeah, I remember Two Stupid Dogs. That was a good show.
Courage. I absolutely.
Courage is fantastic.
I absolutely adored Courage.
Courage is art. I would die on that hill. Courage is like actually really good, really clever. And there's the obvious stuff like, oh, Courage actually is very brave. He's just scared. He's not cowardly. Saying, yeah, and that shit's obvious. But then there's like really deeper stuff in it. Can't remember any of it off the top of my head, but I remember thinking, holy fuck, I never noticed. And you're like, oh, I like that shit. Have fun with it. Ed, Edd and Eddy. Like, I don't remember disliking Ed, Edd and Eddy, but it wasn't like my favorite
character was Plank.
Yeah, I was literally going to say, I remember Plank the most. The most eloquent character. Always had the best lines. Always the best put downs. Angry Beaver, the wife's cold shoulder, cough, cough. Thank you for that. Needed that. Eek the cat. That sounds familiar. I feel like we're going to start getting into the territory of... well, you remember when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, as it was called over here, because you couldn't possibly put the fucking word ninja in a kid show. That would be too violent, even though they beat the shit out of people every day. Like, the violence was in the show. Why the name is a problem. So many
good cartoons that I used to watch, though. There was one that I really, really liked was Angela Anaconda. That was good. So I just thought it was just so creative and different.
I'm thinking more the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle things. And then there was just like a billion fucking clones. Like Biker Mice from Mars, which I quite liked as a kid. I bet it's terrible.
The Tick, yes, I loved the Tick.
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks. One of them was a fucking whale, which used to drive me crazy. And there was definitely others. My favorite fucking theme song for a kids show is one that's so obscure. You either knew it or you didn't, which is true of everything, but you know what I mean. You'll know what I mean when I mention it. It's called Bots Master. It is a fucking banging intro that I still like to this day. I will put on and be like, yeah. It was like the most 90s thing you've ever seen in your life. The Tick was my jam. The Tick is still good. There's even the modern representations of it are pretty good. The Amazon one was good, although I think it just kind of stopped, which was a little shit. But yeah, the Scared Straight show creator censors the bad words in the caption so you can't read it, but doesn't censor or bleep them out so you can. Presumably so you can still hear it.
That's funny.
Samurai Jack was amazing. I remember loving Samurai Jack when it came out, and then I never finished its initial run.
I really liked Samurai.
And then I heard that they finished it. They finished the show by making a new series, and I never watched it. And I heard it was good, and I couldn't bring myself. I just couldn't be asked. Yeah. Like it was so stylish for its time and its place as a Cartoon Network show.
And then there was all the Adult Swim stuff that I got to watch as I got older.
Wait a second, Street Sharks and childhood TV. This is a continuation of Creaky's live chat yesterday.
Oh.
I popped in for like 2 seconds as I'll see his stream come up, and basically I'll say something just to see if he notices. And when he does, I go, good, and then I leave. It's all that matters. There's a beautiful thing about having enough subs to get the tick by your name. The amount of streams that I can go into and just say something and it will probably get noticed. Like, it's petty. And don't get me fucking wrong. This is petty bullshit thing to do, but it makes me feel special. It makes me feel like a special boy. So, you know, do with that what you will. I'm a petty little asshole. I saw you there. Yeah, like I was in. If any of you have seen Gigadad, a 69-year-old man who played through Dark Souls 1 and is now currently playing through Elden Ring. He did a whole thing where they were fighting one of the big main bosses, Radahn, and they really hyped it up and they made it like a boxing thing. I turned up to that, and 2 people in the live chat when there was about I think there was 200 people, and 2 people noticed me and said, "Hey, you're so sick. What are you doing here?" I was just like, "I'm watching the thing." But yeah, I was like, I'm 2% famous, because this is completely unrelated to me. The fact that 2 people at all knew me out of that was very interesting to my mind.
Venture Bros?
Venture Bros is good.
I haven't watched that.
I've got that. I could show that to you. It's more modern, but it's very styled after the Cartoon Network Toonami times.
Oh, okay.
It's very funny.
The only Adult Swim ones I really remember is Action League.
Yeah.
They had like action figures, and it was like stop motion. And then there was
a bit like Robot Chicken.
There was Aqua Team Hunger Force, which I introduced to you.
Oh God, I like that show. It's really bad. Oh, it's awful.
It is horrible.
Harvey Birdman is so good.
Harvey Birdman is very good.
Oh, I constantly reference that fucking show.
Yeah, we both do it each other. We're gonna get that.
The main one is, did you get that thing I sent you? I'm a bit like a celebrity visitor when I show up randomly in the book community. My reputation precedes me. I mean, my penis precedes me. It's very long. Okay. I watched the Bots Master opening. It's corny, but it slaps. Yeah, fucking correct. It's actually a bona fide banger. Especially if you've got to put yourself in that mindset. And the only reason I know about that show is that at some point as kids, we got cable. But in the UK, having cable is fucking weird because everybody had satellite. If they didn't have normal TV, they had satellite, which was by Sky. We had cable for some fucking reason, and they wouldn't subscribe to any of the kids channels. So there was just a few bits on some of them, and one of them was Botsmaster. I think it was like this. Might have been a Canadian channel that just happened to show in this country or something like that. It was weird. But yeah, I saw that show once and I was like, I fucking like this. This is great. Oh, Brock Samson for the win. Yeah. He's just like the greatest man that ever manned. Wonder how many people remember things like Sigmund the Sea Monster or the Lost Saucer. Well,
isn't Sigmund the Sea Monster like a kelp creature or something? I vaguely remember.
To me, that sounds like the name of someone's penis. Meet Sigmund, the Sea Monster. Unfazed just joined. Well done. You did a good job. TV, we just had to sit out the neighbour's house in a tent. Good. Are you doing that? Back in my day, we used to walk both ways to school, both uphill. Bill Cosby and the Cosby Kids, good cartoon. Lands a little bit different now, yeah. Occasionally, like, I get caught in the brain rot of shorts, and occasionally, like, a Bill Cosby one will turn up, and I'm like, no, just no. Oh, it's such a shame because, like, Bill Cosby was like everybody's dad. Like, even when I was a kid and that show was old, it was still like important family messages, and it was like good. And then he had to turn out to be a monster, and it's just so fucking depressing. Ever had the thing where you remember a TV show complete differently in your childhood than it actually was? No,
No.
I remember them all pretty accurately, but the main difference is they might just not be as good.
It wasn't the ones that I watched, it was the ones that my sister watched on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Like all the kids shows, like the sitcoms with kids.
I fucking
I've gone back to watch those, and I'm like, wow, these are not funny.
I bet Kenan and Kel is still good.
Probably.
I mean, it was lame.
But they were
Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. Is it true? I do.
They were also adults as well.
But I kind of feel, yeah.
They rather than having kids acting, because the kids
acting
acting was...
Sister as well, and I've got to wonder if that was actually... Was that funny? Or Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Sabrina definitely had some good jokes in it.
Sabrina had some good jokes in it, but most of it was just Salem. Salem did that. Salem had all the best jokes.
They would just like give every good joke to the cat.
Yeah.
Because it's like everything's funny coming out of a cat.
Yeah.
And that's kind of true. But they would also just give you good jokes. I fucking loved Kenan and Kel. Bill Cosby had
Danger Mouse. I love Danger Mouse.
Danger Mouse is so odd because it's David, what's his face? It's Del Boy, which to me I always find really weird because Del Boy is such a specific character. But in Danger Mouse, he's like really posh.
Mm.
And I just, when I didn't make that connect, because as a kid, like I didn't like, this is like heresy in the UK. But when I was growing up, I thought that Only Fools and Horses was a bad show. I did not like it. And I think I just didn't fucking get it. As an adult, I've watched most of it and I like it all. It's full of really good jokes. It's full of absolute classics. I mean, play it cool. Know what I mean? And you fall through the fucking door. Oh, what a fucking moment!
Dan Schneider shows? I don't know. There was what were they called? I can't remember. My sister watched them. They weren't the thing that I watched. Oh God, there was something. There was a one with a girl called Amanda in it. Yeah, I have no idea. She watched another one. Oh, Raven. She watched that one as well. That's so Raven. It's
Only Fools and Horses was only popular because we had 4 channels. No, Only Fools and Horses was popular because it's good. The jokes are good.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
It's not like a perfect show, but as a child, I didn't like it because everybody liked it. And I think that was my main problem with it. And I was being a dick.
Hong Kong food, quicker than human.
Yeah, we watched that recently. That intro is so much...
I was singing that to myself last week.
Yeah, so we put it on the TV and went, oh my God. Could not get away with that today.
Yeah, it's very old.
Yes. I like Mrs. Six's voice. Does she voice part of the Spoonstar series? She voices absolutely none of it.
No.
That is all me. And if there's any part of it that you thought was her, no. And she wouldn't do it because she can converse naturally. Mrs. Sick is not she can't read a script.
No,
to save her life.
I read it as if it's a textbook.
She reads it like a robot. It's not a slight against her. She just doesn't have that skill set. Yeah. Dan Schneider's show being iCarly, Victorious, Drake and Josh, and Yes, the Amanda Show.
Yeah. That's the crap that my sister liked.
I think all of that stuff is like after my time. Like I'm about 4 or 5 years older than Mrs. Sick, so a lot of that stuff was just out of my range.
Oh, I really like Johnny Bravo, but
Johnny Bravo's fucking great.
It's just very funny.
One of my favorite jokes in that is this woman shouting at him and saying, the problem with men like this is they're narcissistic. And he turns around and goes, wait a minute, did she just call me a sissy? And that's just so fucking funny. That's such a good joke in a kid's show. And even then, that fucking killed me. That's like, that's a good joke. I like all those shows too, even knowing how horrible Dan Schneider is. That's a shame.
Voiceovers for Transformers. If you want a Yorkshire robot show.
David Jason is Count Duckula. Oh,
okay.
And also David Jason, right? Yeah, that's fucking Danger Mouse. And yeah, he did a lot of cartoons, I suppose. But I think you kind of had to, like, especially with like voice work. I hated Johnny Bravo, but I still laughed a lot. So, did you hate the character because you weren't supposed to like him?
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Johnny
like him,
Bravo is a penis. Johnny Bravo is a joke character, and he is often the victim of his own ridiculousness, and you're supposed to laugh at him. It always confused me. It's the same thing. Johnny Bravo is not the hero of his story. Basically everyone else is. And it's the same thing with Ali G. Ali G is a parody of the character he portrays, and then so many kids thought he was cool and went with it and tried to be like Ali G. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? This is the joke. You are being the joke. You are now the meme. And that was always fucking weird to me. Ali G is fucking hilarious when you understand the irony. Oh my God. Whenever he would get such good political pundits on his show and just completely fucking embarrass them.
Penfold?
Sacha Baron Cohen, I don't like to use the word genius, but I would say he's a bit of a genius. He has done some clever shit.
He's just a good actor.
Oh.
But Thunderbirds, that's another one that I watched.
I mean, Hello Sick, been a while, coming from Dexter's Lab. I mean, it's spelt wrong, but that's another that was a banger.
I like Dexter's Lab. That's where you get
the urge to sing the theme tune. Oh, I want to. Oh, I'm not gonna. Didn't Kent Hovind go on Ali G? I think he did. Oh, that would be a fun one, wouldn't it? Oh, I should look that up. That'd be. I could do that as a follow-up, because I'm most of the way through my response to his whacking of me. You, Less Than Lucid, remind me. It will be clear. I will tell you when I'm done with his video. When I do, send me an email. Remind me. Yeah, when Ali G interviewed Kent Hovind. Oh God, that must have been amazing. Ali G is called the welfare state because it's like welfare. Yeah, there's people and they're talking about literature, and then they start discussing Animal Farm, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that movie. It's disgusting." And they're like quoting it, and he's like, "Ugh."
Addams Family or the Munsters? Addams Family.
The movies. The movies from the 90s are absolute fucking bangers.
There's so many, these layers of jokes in those
It's all the background shit.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Morticia is constantly in that little strip of light on her face. Oh, it makes me laugh my fucking ass off. It kind of disappoints me that they don't try and pull that off because there's the Wednesday show, and she just looks like a person in that. Yeah, she looks like a goth person, but they don't do the cinematic shit. And that's kind of the point, to me, of the Addams Family, is that the tropes are incredibly important. Yeah, fucking hell. Oh, I love those two. Those, specifically the two movies from the 90s. Both of them are excellent. We need to show those to the kids, because they've been watching Wednesday, and they really like it, because they kind of relate. With all the murder they do. But yeah, Powerpuff Girls, fantastic. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These make the perfect little girls. And then he added Chemical X. Thundercats were a favorite. I mean, like, I appreciate them sort of culturally, but it was never a show I watched. He-Man doesn't do anything for me. He-Man is fucking hard work to watch, new and old.
The meme of He-Man is amazing, though.
Oh, every meme related to it is fucking great.
Yeah.
And also, everyone does a Skeletor impression, and it's always funny. The Demon Adams baby lives free in my mind. Okay, Speed Racer is kind of one of those things that's just like kind of perfect. Just because it was it was so ridiculous that it was a self-parody, and I could never tell if it was intentionally ridiculous. Originally, Chemical X in Powerpuff Girls was supposed to be a can of whoop ass, but they made them remove it. I love that. But then we added a can of whoop ass. And that's perfect for that show. I also liked that they had they had fun with the lore. Like Mojo Jojo turned out to be like the professor's helper, and he really loved him, and that's why he's always so angry with the Powerpuff Girls. Robot Chicken parody of Skeletor. Oh, if I ever do a really big fart, the amount of times I've said, no one escaped Skeletor's breakfast burrito. Latest Dan to Dan is getting weird. Latest Dan to Dan's good. Really good.
Yeah.
Like, the first season is great. Second season isn't as good as the first season, but I think it's because it's like establishing a lot of things. But it's still really good. Very much enjoying it. Can't wait for the next one. I need to murder someone. I remember how a friend told me he rewatched Brave Star, which he loved as a child. But he couldn't get over how he noticed that the characters could only move or talk, never both. I would love that. That kind of shit always entertains me. Like when a character's given like a really long dialogue and the camera like zooms really far the fuck out from everyone. It's like, oh, we have a really complicated conversation now. We're just gonna talk. If you like shitty, cheap TV tropes, if you've never heard of Darth Marenghi's Dark Place, that is brilliant for that really shit.
Good, yeah.
It is absolutely full of intentional TV flubs that have had to be edited or done in post, and also like just ridiculously stupid horror stuff. It's really funny. We've never actually finished the whole thing. It's kind of hard work to watch because you watch one and it's a lot, and we really need to set it up so that we watch like one a week. I watched Pink Floyd's The Wall as movie entertainment as a kid. Like it is definitely a pretentious movie.
Are you ready for it? I watched Titanic pretty much on weekly repeat because my sister was obsessed with it.
I watched Terminator 2 to the point where my parents banned me from watching Terminator 2. Presumably because they were fucking sick of it. I goddamn love that movie.
You still do.
That is probably my favorite movie. That is a near perfect movie, if such a thing could exist. It is tight as a fucking drum. I actually like the director's cuts ones less because they just add shit that it doesn't need. It's a ridiculously good movie. I liked Space Ghost as a child. Who doesn't? Tried to watch it as an adult and I came away with I had been brain damaged when I was young. Oh, do you mean Space Ghost? Not Space Ghost Coast to Coast? Because Space Ghost Coast to Coast is fucking brilliant. I imagine Space Ghost normal is terrible. If you've not watched Space Ghost Coast to Coast, now you should go and find it because you'll probably find it fucking hilarious.
Robin Hood
it's basically Harvey Birdman.
Oh, that's a good one.
The original Space Ghost. Yes, I can see why. Because it would be full of all those cheap animation tricks. And it's just like absolutely awful. Like someone said, like they couldn't walk. They could either talk or they could walk, never at the same time. It's just so fucking funny. First time I watched Titanic, it was on an old CRT rear projection TV, but I was off to the side so I could barely see it. Yeah, God. Oh,
I had like
really bad TVs.
I had two main childhood movies that I watched on repeat.
Yeah.
It was when I was really young. It was Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and
to the point now I still remember most of the script and all the songs. But the other one was Demolition Man. My dad.
Oh, Demolition Man's a fucking banger.
I used that when my sister wanted to watch Titanic on repeat.
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to watch Demolition Man on repeat.
Yeah. So if she's gonna do that, I should do this. Yeah. Predator 2, seriously underrated. I don't think Predator 2 is underrated. I think people appreciate that Predator 2 is a good movie. It's an odd movie, and like the choice of characters, but I haven't spoken to a person that doesn't say, "Oh yeah, Predator 2 is pretty good." It's not as iconic as the first one. It does not have like I ain't got time to bleed. What a fucking line. And all that sort of shit. Just yeah. When Space Ghost Coast to Coast was on, they ran a marathon of the original, and that's where I saw it. Fair enough. So you are aware. If you weren't aware of Space Ghost Coast to Coast, I would have blown your fucking mind today. You'd have been like, holy shit.
Hammer horror films. I really enjoyed those. There was the house that bled to death. That's the one I really remember.
I thought it was the house that bled blood.
I thought it was that, but it's not.
It's actually called the house that bled for death.
Yeah.
Your name is so much better.
I know, but...
The house that bled blood. House that bled to death. Lazy. Lazy. It always annoys me when you... Like, I've had that. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But I know that I've said, the movie, and it's called, and I give it this awesome name. And I can't fucking find it anywhere. And then I find it has this shit name that's stupid.
We watched The Black Phone yesterday.
Yes. That's pretty good. It was a little bit silly. Like, it was very tropey. But its supernatural elements kind of elevated it.
I asked my mum, and she went, I thought it was shit. My mum's she's not big on psychological type.
She's not big on things where she has to think.
Yeah, true.
And I'm not saying that the Black Phone, I think it's called The Black Phone, is like a particularly clever movie, but it gives you space to like go, oh, well, this could happen, and like most of my guesses were pretty fucking accurate.
They usually are, though, in watching movies.
I'm one of these people that I usually see twists coming a mile away.
Yep.
And it drives Mrs. Sick crazy.
It does. Especially when I've watched it before, and I'm like, oh, he's never going to get this, and he does.
And I go, oh, isn't that? Well, we were playing Alan Wake, and I guessed almost every significant twist.
Yeah, the other thing is we're watching movies, and it'd be something like, I'll be there going like, oh, he's never going to guess this. He's like, is it
going to be like,
he's like, those two are brothers, aren't they? And I'm like, oh my
motherfucker.
Really annoying.
The house that has red on it. Shaun of the Dead.
The house that has red on it.
Got red on you. Shaun of the Dead is a fucking banger.
That is a good one, yeah.
Hot Fuzz, still an absolute banger. End of the World, good movie, does not live up to its part of a trilogy, including those two one. It's just not as good as the other two movies. I think because it doesn't have as strong. I get the idea is that it's a apocalypse movie, but so was Shaun of the Dead, and it was more specific. The problem I had with the End of the World is that it was a little bit unfocused, and it was kind of about this character, but then it kind of wasn't, and I don't know. I feel they didn't stick the landing with those three. Love, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead. Have you seen Paul? I've never seen Paul. I am well aware of Paul. But Paul isn't the third one. The End of the World is supposed to be part of that trilogy. You must watch it. The World's End, sorry. The World's End. You knew what I meant. I still watch Gremlins 2 for the scene in the elevator with Christopher Lee. Like The Three Musketeers with Michael York is one of my childhood favorites. There's a lot of sort of not fantastic movies from childhood that I'd still watch and still enjoy now. And one movie that's an absolute fucking banger, and anybody who says it isn't like one of the best movies ever made, Princess Bride. Like, an unfucking believably solid movie.
Very good.
Just, again, tight as a drum. Everything in it that needs to be there. Shaun of the Shaun of the Dead. Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, close behind. World's End is last. World's End is very last. It's and it's not a bad movie. It's the same thing, like, to put it to video games. Dark Souls 2, if you don't like it, the chances are you either don't like Dark Souls 2 or you don't like Dark Souls 3, and you probably like Dark Souls 1. But they're good games, all of them. But, like, one of them is the worst. Hell, you might even think Dark Souls 1 is the worst. And if you don't like any of them, then get the fuck out of my house. Anyway, it's just gone 10, and I probably have things to do. But I will catch you all in the next one. It's been a laugh. Yeah. See you soon.
Bye.